everybody, we're back with Good Morning Lake Martin, and I'm here with two co-authors of a brand new book. You know, last night you all were at Mistletoe Bow, saw a lot of people there, and then today we're at Queen's Attic right here, and of course they had lots of people in throughout the day. But let's talk a little bit about the book. First of all, you've got it right here. Let's see what we got here. This is the Images of America, Alexander City, and this is, I'm getting excited to get started on mine. First of all, let's talk about how you all got together to compose this. How did this happen?
Well, there were some crooks and turns in our ultimately publishing with Arcadia. We started out, we were working on a book about Bevelle, and
which is Avondale.
Right,
okay.
Avondale,
All right.
the old Avondale village.
Mm-hmm.
And I submitted a proposal to Arcadia Publishing Company, and they came back and said they were not interested in Bevelle, but would we do a book on Alexander City, which is a completely different project because as you see, this is a pictorial history, and the history is told in expanded captions throughout the book. There is the history that's written, the narrative in chronological order, but the pictures are what trail through the book consistently in the chronology of the history.
And as the old saying goes, a picture's worth 1,000 words. There's thousands of words in here because I just flipped through a few moments ago. There's tons of pictures. Laurel, how did y'all start to collect and gather all this information?
Well, that was one of my big jobs. People were so good to come with the pictures that when we asked them. Of course, having lived here all my life, I knew some people to contact.
Mm-hmm.
And we had such success, and we had so many people that had a group of pictures.
Mm-hmm.
We had to have 8 by 10,
okay.
and they had to be original.
Okay.
And so that was a
challenge right there.
That was a big challenge.
Because there's so many copies of
Right.
different things. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so then you begin to gather your pictures. You begin to gather the text in the chronological order. You get with the publisher, and it just all starts to happen. But it wasn't easy, was it?
No.
It didn't happen overnight. by any means.
No, and we didn't just get with the publisher.
Oh, how did that happen then?
No, the publisher sent us instructions on how to scan the pictures and what DPI they should be and other detail. And therefore, I had to learn quite a lot about working with pictures. Neither of us really knew. And that was a huge project, scanning over 200 photographs to their specifications. But we had some wonderful help with the people contributing and really looking back and trying to accommodate what we were asking for. We have within the book a collection of Robert Graves' pictures, which really is everybody that's lived in Alex City for any length of time has seen some of his pictures and know they are art, really. And we're very pleased with that. The Alexander City Outlook, I did a little history, a little picture collection a couple of years ago, and there were pictures of Tallapoosa County. And I talked with Kenneth Boone, and he no longer had those files, but he said the name that we could contact the people. So we did. We contacted the people individually, and there were people like Sandra Scott Wilson, whose
Right.
father had the Scott Hardware, Rome Hardware, over in the
Scott Road.
Scott Road.
Yeah, there you go. Scott Hardware's on Scott Road. It was. Wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
And she was very generous with sharing a lot of those pictures, and there were just any number of people that we can name who just really shared from their treasure trove pictures. And the thing about it, they had to be certain quality, and that just was not an easy thing getting all the pictures together. But the pictures, because it's a pictorial history, they frame the history.
Right. So then, of course, the text part, you all worked together on that. I'm sure you had reads and rereads many, many times and corrections. You're an English major, aren't you? You're an English teacher in school, right?
Well, I actually, I teach English. Well, I taught English at the high school for about 20 years and out at the junior college. I teach online for the University of Phoenix. So I have a little editing background and composition.
Good. Which came in very handy, I'm sure. Larville, when people get their copy of this book and they open it, just in a nutshell, what are they going to see? What are they going to see?
They're going to see their life and their memories, and the people who live away and receive these books for Christmas. It's going to be, we hope, and pray it's going to be a great memory.
It's going to be a treasure.
Yeah,
people will keep
it's
in
going to
their
be a treasure.
I just today, the hour that I was here, there were a lot of people that came in to buy books for people that have moved away from here but want a book.
Right.
And because there's so much good stories and history in here, just the pictures themselves are valuable to so many people, and they want to see this.
Right.
So now we're going to have another book signing January the 9th, did I hear?
Right.
Okay. Where we're going to be and what time?
5:30, Monday 5:30, January the 9th. And we'll finish and you can get back home to watch the ball game.
We'll be done before Alabama
That's
plays
exactly
LSU
right.
for the national championship. The book signing will be done. Where are you going to be?
The library.
At the library here in
The
Alexander.
D.M. Russell Library.
D.M. Russell Library, 5:30. So
Right.
make sure you get on
We
down. for that.
encourage you to come.
Well, listen, this is an exciting time for y'all. Let me ask you one more question. When you got the first box and you popped the tape on that thing and you saw that,
Woo, we celebrated.
What was that feeling like? Were you gigged or did you cry or what? I mean, that had to be an exciting.
Some of both.
Some of them.
Well, I said, okay, Laura, now we can celebrate.
Right.
Now.
And we did.
Yeah. Well, as fast as they're going over there, you're going to have a reprint pretty fast, I'm thinking.
We hope so.
Well, they're no longer available at Arcadia's site, but they're asking people to go ahead and place their order, and they'll let them know when it's available.
I see. Well,
I want to share
We
one
get
thing.
ours.
sure, please do.
I grew up in Avondale, and all my life I had heard about the Black Crackers, the ball team,
Yes.
and how good they were. And that Willie Mays and who else, Peggy, big ball players, they came to, he's from here.
Willie Mays is a name
Uh-huh.
everybody.
The Barons.
And Mary Wyckoff, the last person that came in, she brought us an 8-by-10 black and white that we could put in that book. And I know that so many people are going to appreciate seeing that picture. And also, we have a picture of the Comer home. And, so many people don't remember what it looked like because it was back in the woods.
Wow.
And it really touches me.
I think it would be safe to say that between all the schools that were here then, which are now pretty much gathered into one, it's all that's in here, the white and black community,
Absolutely.
all age ranges, whether monetary wealth or not, they're all in here in some way.
Avondale, Russell, and City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Laurel,
Yeah.
even
Yes,
some of Laurel.
yes.
I would say that was the big challenge in putting this book together, is to take all of our resources and the pictures and the wonderful histories that had been written prior by Bob Saxon, Jenny Lee Kelly, Thomas Saunders, and others, to bring all this into a new format which has all these historic pictures and a balanced history, which we struggle to make. It balanced between the communities, the cultures, and we've always been a two-meal town.
Mm-hmm.
So we were very happy to have people to bring in pictures that represented the different areas of Russell Textile Mill and the Avondale Textile Mill, and pictures of workers.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, I would say, one of the most rewarding parts of completing that book.
And very quickly before we leave, if someone wanted to get a copy, is it available online, and how so? Or is there a website?
Understand that, so
Okay.
but hopefully they'll reprint.
Well, they can call you,
Yeah.
or
Right,
either
yeah.
of you, and
There are some local stores also that are carried.
you can tell us. What are those?
Well, I hesitate because I can't remember all, or I
Okay.
don't know all, but I do know, and maybe Laurel help with that. I'll start with Carlisle
Okay.
Drugstore, Jackson's Drugstore,
Good.
and I believe
Medical.
we're going to be going down and signing some copies at the little wine shop.
Sure.
There's some copies there, in the little Christian bookstore down the street.
Cloud 9.
Good, Cloud9.
Mhm.
There's
And-
4 or 5 places right there that you can
Right,
find.
just in this little cluster of businesses, but there are other businesses also.
Oh, yeah, Russell
They're on
Do It
there.
Center.
Oh, good,
And
okay.
the hospital gift shop.
Nice.
They just scattered around.
Okay.
But-
But either way, if they miss it there, they can call either of you.
Absolutely.
Right, we love to hear from them in person.
Yeah.
We really do.
And I bet after
enjoy
this has been in the home for a little while and been read, you're going to hear some stories. In fact, you may have a volume 2 in the works after that. Listen, we're excited about this. We hope you get your copy. Laura Bell, Oliver, and Peggy Walls are the co-authors of this book, and we wish them the very best with this. And you get yourself a copy. I guarantee you'll enjoy reading about the history of Alexander City.